He even told me how he was impressed by it. Uh-oh. What have you done? Yuri, what have you done? Oh, why are we back with this game? Why? I don't even know at this point. I just hit the mic, but I don't give a fuck. Oh, right, let's just continue on with this Doki Doki Literature Club. I still don't trust this game. So, for what we last learned, that I need to make a poem. So let's make a good one. So, horror, romance, death, defeat, unending, suicide, disaster, climax, pain, inferno, memories, massacre, jumpy, I don't know, fireworks, heart, childhood, desire, lazy, infinite, uncontrollable. Right, what now? Oh, look at this fucking Monica! Oh, you hen. I'm glad to see you didn't run away on us. Yeah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Mark. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive head first into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sorry told me that you didn't even want to join any clubs this year and the last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. I can't fucking read. You certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Oh, aye. Suki finds herself stuck between what to say, Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Technically, yeah. Swiftly defeated, Nasuke plots back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Mark always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is messy and it's so distracting. Have you seen my room's disgusting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? And maybe a little jealous. How come? You want to become good friends too? Big titties! As you sort of seems oblivious to the real situation she just put me into. Yuri even brought you something today, you know? What? Me? No really. Don't be shy. It's nothing really. What is it? Never mind. Sorry, I made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What did I do? I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking. Guess it means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It will make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Your raises into a bag and pulls out a book. I don't want you to feel left out, so I picked a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it could keep your attention even if you don't usually read, and we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. I'm going to... If this is like a dating sim, right, I'm going to try and get this yandere person. So I'm going to try and impress her. I'm going to try and impress Yuri. She even picked out a book that she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Zora and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is always buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Nasuke is rummaging around in the closet. Again? Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down in the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening to Sayora's conversation with Monica. That was a lot of reading. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our only chance to show everyone what literature's all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that. It's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. Eh? What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? So he's taking this really seriously. It's a rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Oh, well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Cupcake! I'm a cupcake! You know that? That vine. That's okay, would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. She does. They're gorgeous. That makes out perfectly. That works out perfectly. Why? That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes that isn't. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I fell asleep. Found myself smiling, and the answer is still her usual self. But then lies the unexpected reason why I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding motivation at all, Sarah can put her mind in things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Ah! Why are you so close to the screen? Why? Go away! I nearly fell out the chair. Nice animation. I really like the animation. Sorry, wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does your school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? That's why, now that you're in club, you're going to have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sarah. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Eh? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up in time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. It's all written all over you. Eh? Sora glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair's sticking out all around the corner here. Ah. I ran my fingertips down the side of Sora's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need to brush. You really need a brush for this. The hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look at your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste on the collar right here. Tried to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's got to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about it. Hey, you meanie. And you don't keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Fury? Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Oh, come on, that's mean. Eh? That's super mean. Yeah, exactly. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it is, you'll change your mind. That is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Eh? Don't say that. I'm actually getting a good look at the building here. I'm talking in my head. But there's the stage area, there's the doors, there's the chairs, the window, the curtains. It's quite nice. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this, aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. That button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fairly close it, the button near her chest. Does this even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever a button that you would have noticed sooner. Oh shit, sorry, I just hit mic. That it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Jesus Christ, don't say that loud. Anyway, you look much better now. So, why does it feel strange to see Sarah's blazer buttoned up like this? Why is it so stuffy? It's not worth it at all. Sarah hates his little unbuttons her blazer once more. More like the person who made the game just couldn't be bothered making another anime with a blazer buttoned. So, another sprite. That's so much better. Sarah puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying it like that's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do the things like this. and you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, it's a deal. I guess we really are better taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so. So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. They're doing it again. Oh man, it was a joke. Man, it's supposed to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't you share the poems we wrote now? Yay! I can't wait to read yours. Yes, I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sora still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration, so I have never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sora, Monica, and Theosaka pull out their poems. Sora's on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in the composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yura reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Thank God the music changed. That was annoying me. Okay, what's Daisy or since she's most comfortable? Okay, she's my good friend after all. Okay. Oh my goodness, this is so good, Mark. I love it. I have no idea you were such a good writer. That's what I think she sounds like. You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a lot more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't just like it because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a marked poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I could feel your feelings in it. Sora hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact I'm sitting in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Mark. Deep down, you're selfish, you know. You're not selfish, you know? Trying new things like this for people, that's something that only really good people do. I don't do that. Never. I don't think she already sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason why I was drawing, knowing how much this means to her now. Yeah. And I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hand you that. I'm going to hold you to that then. Yeah. Now you're reading my poems, alright? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Okay. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky's blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad, I want breakfast. What the fuck? What the fuck's the end? That was going well until you fucked it at the end. Sure. This is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. Didn't mean to say that was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It just sounds like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast! Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. That's a good point. You get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. The next time I won't forget. I'm going to write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. I don't trust this game. I still don't trust it. Natsuki! What up? Well, it's about time. No, wait, no. It's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt, but excuse me, it's not like I said it was bad. I just didn't invoke any emotions. Especially it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. What? Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. No, don't. Shite. Just be honest. I am. Shite. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even try to take my writing seriously. But isn't that the point of poems, for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. And yes, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight into the wordplay. Like I set up a rhyme at the end, but then it made it fall flat on purpose. Just bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. And guess more went into it than I realised. That's what it means to be a pro. Mate, you were shite. I guess not. I decided to humour her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Okay, Yuri. Hi, honey. How are you? Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, so sorry. Forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't worry. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that I might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm sorry. Jesus. I like it when they do this in anime, like they remove the eye and just put lines in. Really like that. Your buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we still haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really did notice. What were you saying? Right, ugh, look at her smile. I'm gonna get you. Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical to new writers. Okay, I had to take a screenshot. And having been through that myself, I learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognise in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit together. The end result is that the both of style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanour totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. Can I do auto? I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't really be talking to people about that. We shouldn't really be talking to people like that. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologising to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Natsuki Nakamura! Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. Oh, look at her. Look at her! Ah! She's smiling! I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamingly, as if there was a rare opportunity for her. Well, itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't it supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminated beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air as of the present. Breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. What? I don't understand poems. I'm sorry, I have terrible handwriting. You actually don't. I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took you a long time to read. Well, I don't just read scripts often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. It actually is, it's quite nice. People that handwriting are sophisticated. That's a relief. Also, I really liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Nah, not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since the first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all. Really? Well, you put ghost under the light, so that's what I was thinking. I must have totally missed the point, yeah. Well, I suppose she did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought about it like that. That's impressive. Nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Monica! Hey! Having a good time so far? Oh yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have a suggestion for cause like new activities or things that we can do better, mum was listening, don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring the things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share a poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Mark. We're all out of bars today, you know? It's that sort of barrier that we all have to learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I had Monica in my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something she already would like. Is that so? You and she are really good friends, right? Wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Oh well, maybe good friends, but Sora and I are actually really different. That may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like you two really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways that end up being more similar than you think. Even so, I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. Okay. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like you. But in any case, Shora's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. And that, I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's all I expected. Well, to each to their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things. It could take a while before I could feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound very confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction. Spackle protrudes, a noisy neighbour, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know, I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see, I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright, it was too deep. Stretched you forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realise now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. Damn. What do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, they can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. To influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that. Because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better off friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. Yeah. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening to my TED Talk. Oh no. Don't do it. Don't do that. Don't do the music. No! I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a lot more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me with my mediocre writing abilities, even if they're just being nice. There's no way my poems can stand up to the others. This is a literature club, after all. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. How can you smile sadly? What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. She already liked it, and Mark did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Mark liked my poem too, you know. He even told me how he was impressed by it. Uh-oh. What have you done? Yuri, what have you done? Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realise you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... You stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Mark appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Oh no. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No, If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do more cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose bows magically grew a size bigger as soon as Mark started showing up. Suki? Suki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Jesus. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Mark, she's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she couldn't get us over herself and want to appreciate the simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force him to have to figure it out. Shit. Help me explain that to her, Mark. Wait. There's a reason why we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Mark? I don't fucking know. Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but who I agree with, I probably think more highly of me. Yuri! That's okay, you're right. That I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri? Eh? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I wasn't impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it and it becomes more really personal. That's why Nasuke felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. But Nasuke, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you'd just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? It's exactly what I did. It was hard that... Nasuke, I think that's enough. You both say some things that you didn't mean. You apologise, don't you think you should too? Clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped in this moment. She's trapped at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm her, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sorry, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Nasuke snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumbles up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Jesus. She really didn't mean to do that. Look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. Gingerly. What the fuck does gingerly mean? Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated for being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone would. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Mark. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Nasuke said about, you know, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Nasuke say? Well, never mind that. I'm going to make some tea. Ah, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was lots of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Mark, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about everyone. Talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned about... Maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. If any luck, that means I could do a better job of impressing the ones I want to impress. I nod myself with newfound determination. Mark! Very welcome. Jesus. Who's shouting? Sorry, blames at me. It truly has been a while since Yuri and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. About what happened earlier, what do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Nasuke? Does that kind of thing happen often. No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew! You know what? It's nice to get to spend time with you at the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. I'm just being me. Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Shiori still hasn't caught on. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Shiori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Okay, let's do this poem and try and impress Yuri. So, existence, starscape, disoriented, uncontrollable, agonizing, melody, contamination, vicious, heaven sent, philosophy, unrestrained, Doki Doki, extraordinary, frightening, intellectual, afterimage, encouragement, peaceful, misfortune, termination. Okay, so I mainly got Yuri in there. A lot more comfortable here over the last couple of days. Entering the club as a usual scene greets me. Okay, we're done here. The music's annoying me. I can only play this for a short amount of time. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll be back for this later. A lot of shit happened today. People got into a fight. Wall. Calm down. You know, but anyway, it's time to go. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.